Greetings everyone, welcome to Chess Advanced, and this is a game from Speed Chess Championship 2023, and this is a game played between Wesley Slow and Alireza Firouzja. Normally you won't see Wesley in short time formats. He does not like to play, I think, Bullet and everything because he was not in the World Bullet Championship, which was held a few months back. And by the title, you must already know what's about to happen. Definitely, Wesley can be a beast in short time formats. And this game just proves how. And I'm not going to keep you waiting for long. So without further ado, let's start with this game. Alireza is with the white pieces and he starts with e4. And I should tell you what are the stakes here. Actually, this is a bullet game. And the way the Speed Chess Championship goes is like you have to play some 5+1, then you have to play some 3+1, and after that you have to come right after to 1+1, play some bullet games and battle it out. And this is a bullet section from that match where you get around 30 minutes of play. And here, unfortunately for Alireza, he is in a must-win situation. Otherwise, the pressure gets too much mounted on, and it would lead to inevitably his loss. And so he's in a must-win situation. And here, Wesley just plays e5, and he had knight to f3 and knight to c6. So we see bishop to c4, and here Wesley goes for this bishop to c5. He goes for Gioco piano, and we have this d3. We have the pianissimo variation of Gioco piano, and we have just knight to f6, just preparing castles. And we have bishop to g5. But just h6, just pushing that bishop back, and we have bishop to h4 and just d6. Someone in the last video commented that I'm going a little bit faster when I'm analyzing these games, and I need to be a little bit comprehensive about that, as there could be anyone from a beginner to an advanced player watching these videos. So definitely I'm going to try and accommodate into my style. So here just d6 was played, just opening up that bishop, maybe developing it here, or maybe in some variations going for that very nice e6 square. And after white goes for this trade, more so than not, it offers the very nice f file to black for attacking purposes, and not only that, you get a very nice center by pushing that pawn. So here Alireza actually went for this c3, just going for that d4 square, keeps Alireza hanging, because here Wesley does not go for a concrete decision by going for this bishop or maybe even castling. Here he just went for this a5, and Alireza not that very much dazzled by it. He just castled, and we have queen to e7, hinting at maybe he wants to start an attack. Maybe he wants to move the bishop, castle queenside, and get the rooks into the very nice attack and going for all those files. And surprising as it is, this position was actually achieved just a few games back, and where Alireza was very much troubled. He was not able to find the correct idea. Gratefully, he was able to draw that game. But here, Wesley definitely thinking that he could have a much better position with this choice. So he goes for it, and we have just knight bd2, just developing that final piece, and we have bishop to g4, just pinning that knight, and we have just h3 pushing it back, and we have bishop to d7. Notice how Wesley just brings the bishop back, not brings it back to this h5 square, because when you want to start an attack and when you want to castle queenside and get the rooks on all these files, you don't want this bishop just here blocking this rook's very nice attack. Also, you don't want to trade your bishop pair early on in the game, because here after that you would have to trade that bishop if you were to ever go for an attack. So here just king to h1 was played, not allowing anything in the position, and here just g5, an immediate strike on the king side. And we have just bishop to g3, just bishop back, and we have finally Wesley goes for it. He goes for this queenside castle, even after playing this h5 move, weakening his castling side, saying he definitely is ready for a fight. And we have here a3, going for that very nice b4 thrust, trying to get to Wesley's king, just this very nice rook to g8, and now these rooks are definitely fully operational, and it's going to be very much difficult to stop them. Here you could go for many moves. You pair first with this very nice h5, pushing those pawns, or you could play it directly with that push. But here just b4 was played, and we had this bishop to b6, but just this bishop to b5. Alireza not that very fazed by it. He's saying bring it on. And we have this h5 first, preparing it, and we have h4, not allowing that g4 thrust to come with the tempo. And we have g captures, but just bishop captures. And here we have a very nice spectacular rook lift. We have this rook to g5, and surprising as it is, this is not the best move recommended by the engine, and it's not a blunder, but it's a slight bit inaccuracy by Wesley. You don't have to worry about such inaccuracies when you're playing in a short time format such as bullet, because these things definitely happen. And here I think Alireza should have been a little bit more careful by being a little bit careful about how Wesley was totally stacking piece against piece against his king side, because here the best move for Alireza in this position is to go for this p caps on a5. Yes, definitely starting an attack on your own on the king side, on where Wesley has castle, because after knight caps on a5, you first go for this bishop captures with the check, and now not capturing with the king. You cannot capture from the knight because your queen very nicely hangs here, but capturing with the queen, yes, sacrificing an entire knight on f6. because here after you capture that knight, you get this rook to g8, and now these rooks are absolute monsters. You cannot play g3 to nullify their influence, because then you'll get this very spectacular h4 just busting open the king side, and then the king will be too much vulnerable. So here the only brilliant move that you have to find, by knowing that you're going to survive in this game, you have to spot this bishop to g5 move. And this is such a crucial move. Yes, this seems like giving up 2 pieces for the rook, but no, you don't want to do that. You want to play this f6. And now what you want to do is you want to play this a4. I mean, it's all crazy chess. Not only you're hanging a full piece, but that piece is not supposed to be captured, because if you capture that piece, then the rooks are not connected and attack is not happening. And then you get this very nice rook stuck here on the g4 square where it can be attacked. So definitely that would not be a good move. And if you trade the rook and if knight captures, rook captures, then you're up definitely some material, but then the attack is definitely not happening soon. And white survived, and it's not like your king side is very safe either. So here you have to be very careful. But now you might say that instead of this knight capture and sacrificing a whole piece, why don't I just go for this bishop capture instead? Well, you could go for that bishop captures, but if you go for that bishop captures, then you get this queen to a4, just piling up on that knight, and you cannot move that bishop. If you move the bishop back, thinking that after this bishop captures, then this bishop becomes weak and queen can simply capture, and you're going to be down a piece. Well, that's exactly what you have to go for, because if you move the bishop back, then just this bishop captures, and now you can see that this is checkmate if you don't stop it, and you cannot capture that piece back. So here instead what you want to play is you want to play this rook to g8, again piling up on that weak g2 pawn, just going for that weak king. And here after move like bishop captures on c6, and after bishop captures you play this queen captures on a5, and after b6 attacking the queen, now you play this queen to a6 check, bishop to b7 blocking, and queen to b5, and after rook captures on h4, just going for that attack. Finally just knight captures, and a very nice but useful trick. When your queen's shadow is eyeing a piece, it's better to grab some material while going for that piece, because here knight captures on e4, and now the piece is under attack, and either you move it or you just capture this and allow black to capture this piece. So here maybe a move like knight to g6, just attacking that queen and not allowing that queen captures to come with a check. So here after rook captures, now you go for this d captures, and you'll get this position where queen is definitely going to jump in to the attack with this check. And after you move the king, there are many things you have to worry about. The rook is already eyeing this fire, this pawn can be pushed forward for the attack, and you have a very nice bishop slicing all the way. But all in all, if played to absolute perfection, it should be a draw. But mostly in all, you do get disappointed instead of going for all these crazy variations. Here Alireza did not go for any of that. Instead he just played this g3, which is a tremendous blunder. But for this to be a blunder, there is just one tactic that you have to see. So I'm going to ask you to pause the video and try to find this spectacular tactic which gives you a winning position while I give you a couple of seconds. So congratulations on everyone who's able to find this move, and the move is the beautiful queen to e6. That's right. And the idea for this queen to e6 is that you want to get your queen all the way to h3. But now rook is blocking it. How are you going to do that? The answer is just sacrifice your rook with this rook captures on h4. And that's exactly what Wesley went for. And here Alireza went for this knight to g1, just only defensive resource that he had, but just rook captures on h4. And here g captures, but just this knight to g4. The knight jumps into the attack, and we have this queen to f3, just going all out on the defensive resources, but we have this queen to e7. And now this capture is definitely coming, and followed by that mate, so you have to defend that. So here queen to g3 was played, but now that queen and that king are both under fire with this rook to g8, x-raying this queen very nicely. And we have this king to g2, but now once again you have to, it's definitely not good when a rook is eyeing a queen and a king right straight head on, because here just knight to h6 was played, just defending that rook, and now your queen is definitely under attack. And here knight to c4 was played, a last chance, a hopeless try to go after black's king, maybe try to set up some sort of a mating net, but it was all outweighed where Wesley just brutally went for this move, which is this queen captures on h4. You cannot capture because the queen is pinned, and it was on this move, on just move 24, just creating this masterpiece of a game where Alireza Firouzja resigned the game, and Wesley got a win against Alireza Firouzja in just 24 moves. And why it's so spectacular even after being a bullet game, for those of you who don't know, Alireza is beast in bullet. He has over 40,000 games. Not only that, when played when he played 100 games against Magnus Carlsen in bullet format, he actually won over 50 games to actually reach a conclusive score, which was actually in his favor. And yes, he beat Magnus. So that's how you know in just how amazing this win must have felt to Wesley, just beating Alireza Firouzja in bullet format in 24 moves. So yeah, thank you all for watching. I'll be coming up with another amazing game. Just stay tuned for that, and I'll see you guys very, very soon. Thank you all.